Welcome to our Lisbon travel guide. If you're planning a trip or just curious about Portugal's capital, you're in the right place. From ancient castles to delicious food markets, we'll show you the top 10 things to do in Lisbon. Get ready to explore the city's rich history, stunning views, and must-see attractions. If you enjoy travel videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow travelers. And be sure to let us know in the comments what's on your Lisbon bucket list. 1. Belém Tower. Belém Tower is one of Lisbon's most iconic landmarks and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Constructed in the early 1500s, it once served as both a fortress and ceremonial gateway into the city. Located where the Tagus River meets the Atlantic, it was designed to guard against naval attacks. This tower also represents Portugal's Age of Discovery, a time when explorers set sail across the globe. Interestingly, it used to sit on an island, but the Great Earthquake of 1755 shifted the river, bringing it closer to shore. Be sure to check out the nearby Padrão dos Descobrimentos monument, which honors legendary Portuguese explorers. Take a peaceful walk along the scenic riverside promenade lined with palm trees and benches. You can also visit the adjacent marina, filled with sailboats and perfect sunset views. Inside the tower, climb the narrow staircases for great lookout points over the river and city. Belém is also home to the famous Pastéis de Belém bakery, so don't leave without tasting one of Lisbon's best treats. 2. Old-style public transport. Lisbon is built on hills, and over a century ago, the city developed charming ways to help people move around. Historic trams, funiculars, and elevators were introduced in the late 1800s and early 1900s to tackle its steep terrain. The most famous of these is Tram 28, which winds its way through Lisbon's oldest and most beautiful neighborhoods. Before the electric trams we see today, horse-drawn carriages ran along some of the same routes. Now, these old-style vehicles are a major part of the Lisbon experience for visitors. Hop on a funicular like Elevador da Glória to see vibrant street art along the tracks. Elevador da Bica offers postcard-worthy views as it climbs through one of Lisbon's most photogenic areas. For a vertical adventure, ride the Santa Justa lift, a neo-Gothic elevator offering sweeping views from its platform. These transport systems aren't just practical, they're a fun and nostalgic way to see the city. Don't forget to bring your camera. Every ride is full of moments worth capturing. 3. Castle of St. George. Perched on a hilltop overlooking Lisbon, the Castle of St. George is one of the city's most historic sites. Once a mighty fortress, its origins trace back to the 1st century, and it has been ruled by Romans, Moors, and eventually Portuguese monarchs. The castle was reclaimed by the Portuguese during the Siege of Lisbon in 1147, becoming a royal residence. Today, visitors can explore ancient castle walls, ruins of the royal palace, and a museum showcasing archaeological discoveries. From its towers and walkways, you'll enjoy breathtaking views across the red rooftops and river below. Keep an eye out for the resident peacocks that roam freely and add a splash of color and charm to the setting. The peaceful gardens and tall pine trees offer cool shade on sunny days. You can walk along the ramparts for a 360-degree view of the city and the Tagus River. Interactive exhibits inside help explain the castle's military and royal history. It's the perfect mix of history, scenery, and photo-worthy moments in the heart of Lisbon. Climbing up to the castle is also part of the fun, with winding streets full of charm. There are cafes and gift shops near the entrance where you can rest or grab a souvenir. The castle hosts occasional events like medieval fairs and historical reenactments. Whether day or dusk, this ancient site offers a magical view of Lisbon's skyline. 4. Mercado da Ribeira and Lisbon's culinary spots. A visit to Lisbon wouldn't be complete without diving into its amazing food scene. One of the best places to start is Mercado da Ribeira, a historic market that's been around since the 13th century. In 2014, it became home to the famous Time Out Market, featuring stalls from top chefs and local restaurants. From fresh seafood and juicy steaks to gourmet desserts and craft beer, there's something for every taste. The building's mix of old-world charm and modern design makes it a favorite for foodies. After your meal, head to the LX Factory, a trendy arts and food complex built in an old industrial area. It's packed with quirky restaurants, vintage shops, and the beloved Ler Devagar bookstore. For a more traditional feel, visit the Alfama district where you can try authentic Portuguese dishes in cozy taverns. In the evenings, many places offer live fado music, a soulful, emotional genre unique to Lisbon. Whether you prefer street food or fine dining, Lisbon's food culture will leave you wanting more. 5. Carmo Convent. Carmo Convent was once the largest church in Lisbon until it was mostly destroyed in the 1755 earthquake. Now, it stands as a beautiful ruin with open-air arches and carved stone walls. Visitors can explore the convent and its small archaeological museum, which showcases historic tombs, columns, and artifacts. You'll also find a short interactive video that tells the story of the convent's history. It's a peaceful, moving place that connects visitors to Lisbon's past. The roofless structure lets sunlight stream through, creating a stunning contrast of stone and sky. From the courtyard, you can admire Gothic details and quiet corners perfect for reflection. It's located right in the heart of the city, making it a hidden gem many stumble upon during their walk through Chiado. 6. National Tile Museum, Museu Nacional do Azulejo. This unique museum is dedicated to one of Portugal's most iconic art forms, azulejos, or ceramic tiles. Housed in a former 16th century convent, the museum displays beautifully painted tiles from the 15th century to today. One highlight is a massive tile panel showing Lisbon before the 1755 earthquake. The building itself is stunning, with a mix of Baroque architecture and peaceful cloisters. It's a relaxing and visually rich stop for anyone who loves design, art, or history. 7. Pena Palace, Sintra day trip. Just a short train ride from Lisbon, the colorful Pena Palace is one of Portugal's most famous landmarks. Perched high on a hill in Sintra, this fairy tale palace blends Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish styles. Its bright yellow and red walls make it a photographer's dream. Inside, explore royal rooms filled with antique furniture, chandeliers, and art. Don't forget to walk the surrounding gardens and enjoy panoramic views of the surrounding hills and ocean. 8. Jerónimos Monastery. Jerónimos Monastery is one of the most famous buildings in Lisbon. Construction started in 1501 and took more than a century to finish. It was built in a special Portuguese style called manueline, with carvings inspired by the sea and the age of discoveries. The monastery was built where an old church once stood, where sailors would stop to pray before long sea journeys. Inside, you can visit beautiful hallways, peaceful cloisters, and the Church of Santa Maria with its tall arches and artwork. This UNESCO site is also the final resting place of King Manuel I and explorer Vasco da Gama. Take your time walking through the monastery's stone corridors. They tell stories of Portugal's golden age. The designs include ropes, seashells, and sea creatures carved into stone. It's a peaceful place full of history and beauty. Fun fact, the famous Portuguese custard tarts, pastel de nata, were first made by monks right here. 9. Oceanario de Lisboa, Lisbon Oceanarium. The Lisbon Oceanarium is the biggest indoor aquarium in Europe. It has more than 16,000 sea animals and plants from around the world. You'll see penguins, jellyfish, sharks, sea otters, and many more underwater creatures. The aquarium is divided into different ocean habitats, so you can learn how animals live in each one. Its huge main tank has large glass panels that make you feel like you're walking underwater. The building is located in Parque das Nações, a modern area built for Expo 1998. While you're there, check out the nearby cable car for sky-high views of the city and river. The Vasco da Gama Bridge, the longest in Europe, stretches across the horizon. It's a great place for families, nature lovers, or anyone who loves the ocean. You can spend hours watching the animals and relaxing in this calm, cool space. 10. Commerce Square, Praça do Comércio. Commerce Square is one of the biggest and most beautiful open spaces in Lisbon. It sits right next to the river and used to be a busy port where ships came to trade goods. Today, it's a large public square with yellow buildings, wide walkways, and an open view of the water. Take a walk along the riverside, or relax by the stone columns at Cais das Colunas. It's a great place to take photos, or watch the sunset. At the edge of the square is the Arco da Rua Augusta, a tall arch that celebrates Lisbon's rebuilding after the 1755 earthquake. You can climb to the top of the arch for amazing views of the city and the square. Walk down Rua Augusta, a lively street filled with shops, restaurants, and performers. Just a few minutes away is Rocio Square, known for its black and white wave-patterned pavement and historic buildings. It's the heart of the city, and the perfect place to end your Lisbon adventure. Lisbon is a city that truly has it all: colorful streets, deep history, mouth-watering food, and unforgettable views. We hope this guide helps you make the most of your trip and discover something new and exciting. Thanks for exploring Lisbon with us. Wishing you safe travels, amazing memories, and we'll see you in the next video.